Hello, my name is Father Eric Ritter. I'm the pastor of St. Matthew's Catholic Church, and welcome back to Gospel Outlook. Well, here we are now at the 16th Sunday of Ordinary Time. And if you listen to the readings these past couple of weeks, since we finished the solemnities of Corpus Christi, Holy Trinity, Pentecost, and St. Peter and St. Paul, now we're kind of talking about the call to discipleship, right? Last week, we've been hearing the readings of the sending the 72. This past weekend, we heard the story of the Good Samaritan. And this week, it's the story of Martha and Mary. I love it because you have to be thinking, who am I in the story? Am I Martha or am I Mary? We have all, Marthas and Marys in the church, even in our families. And which one am I? And I love how the story begins. So here's Jesus coming to go visit Mary and Martha. And Mary and Martha, two sisters living together. I love to do this reading for quinceañeras because I tell the quince who have little siblings, that they feel like they're doing all the work. But here's Martha and Mary preparing for Jesus' visit. And when Jesus comes, what's Martha doing? She's busy cleaning, she's busy cooking, she's busy preparing, she's doing everything. And where's Mary? She's not helping at all. She's sitting at the foot of Jesus, listening to every word he says. And here comes Martha to complain. I love this image. She's complaining to Jesus. Jesus, tell Mary to help me. And I love what Jesus said. Martha, Martha. And I love that. I could just see Jesus saying, Eric, you are anxious and worried about many things, but there's only one thing, and Mary has chosen the better part. What is that one thing? That's very important that we understand what that one thing is, because a lot of theologians will argue, is it the apostolic work as opposed to the contemplative life of praying and sitting at the foot of Jesus? Is he saying religious life, doing the work, or just praying? Which is better? He says, she's chosen the better part. We're not saying that praying and contemplative life is better than the apostolic and doing the work. We need them both. We need our Marthas and our Marys in our churches and in our lives. But when he says she's chosen the better part, well, what is the better part? Is that she's not complaining. And I think this is very important. Whatever we do, don't lose focus. Once we lose focus of why we do what we do, keep God as a center. Once we keep Christ as the center of our ministries, of our work, of our families, we won't complain because we know why we're doing what we're doing. Martha lost focus and she started complaining. Why am I doing everything? Why do I have to do all the work? Why don't you make her do some of the work? She lost her focus and she started complaining. When we lose our focus, we're going to start complaining. We're no longer enjoying what we're doing. So the Martha and Mary is our story as well. Is who are you in the story, but not only who are you, but let's not lose focus. And I love that. Martha, Martha, why are you anxious and worried about many things? There's only one thing. And Mary has not lost focus of that. Let's not lose focus. Amen.